Since the Olympics, yeah, I have. Thanks for asking. Since I took gold in Lillehammer, I have managed to keep.
That was inspirational.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. It was probably the tears that I had to fight through to finish because I had the 2 broken legs. Yeah, I knew how to skate beforehand because I was Canadian, so I was able to. I knew a little bit of stuff, and I still, whatever little I know, I hope I can still do. Not that I'll ever use it again. Although I did say that years ago, I'll never use this skating. Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, there were 3 Wills. There was myself and Will Ferrell and one of the directors, Will Speck.
Yeah.
So we gave each other nicknames.
Yeah.
And Will Speck was the inspector.
Right.
Will Ferrell was F-bomb.
F-bomb.
Yeah. And I was the A-train.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Why A-train? Obviously, just because.
Just the Arnett A.
Yeah.
Also, I was known as Terminator.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of people think that I gave myself that nickname, but I had overheard some guys. They were definitely calling me Terminator, so.
What is your normal nickname? What do you?
Terminator.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the last couple of years, it started as a joke where I gave myself this nickname Terminator. And then I keep bringing it up as the nickname, because you're not allowed to choose your nickname, right? It's got to be something that you hate.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I decided to buck convention, and
Good one.
yeah. So now, and then everybody's like, I don't think anybody's calling you Terminator. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure they are. A lot of those guys over there were saying it. What are you gonna do? It's a nickname. Sorry. Yeah, Terminator. Absolutely. And even though we decided to go really out there with the costumes, we had done an initial round of costumes through fittings and stuff, and then we're watching the Olympics from Torino and realized that we could go even further.
Yeah, right.
And so I was just sewing all night.
Getting all your sparkles on there.
Yeah. That's how you sew. I'm the worst sewer. Ow! 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 I gotta stop doing this.
What was your favorite costume?
Probably the hip hop outfit that we wore to the Marky Mark.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite. It was just so stupid.
Yeah.
And we had these great covers for our skates that were Timberland boots.
Right.
With socks sewn into them, white socks as well.
Yeah.
That fit right over and then snapped, underneath the blade. It was fantastic.
Excellent.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
There was no sort of pressure to follow the family.
To go work at the brewery? No. I did my work for the brewery.
Did you?
Well, in a way. Yeah. And master sampler. But no, my never any pressure. My dad was he did many things. He was a corporate lawyer for many years and stuff, but he never pressured me to do anything. They were very cool about letting me do what I wanted to do, and on my own dime. Do whatever you want. Go for it. Yeah, no, you're out of here. I left home when I was 20, so they were like, we don't care.
Yeah, right.
Right. They were cool.
Oh, that's good. And at school, were you the kid everyone went to for booze? Did you have to?
Well, he didn't work at the brewery when I was at school.
Right.
It wasn't until my 20s. He did some stuff, for them, but definitely in my 20s, yeah. When I go back to Canada, I was living in the States at the time, but when I go back to Canada, I used to give out tickets for coupons for free beer and stuff.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is popular.
I was. Look, you got to get friendship any way you can, and if that means that you have to buy it, fine. Still friendship, right?
No doubt.
Still valid.
No doubt.
Yeah. I had experienced different levels of success in TV and disappointment as well. Series getting picked up, or just doing a pilot, or the pilot, a couple episodes and canceled, and I had experienced every flavor of failure in TV, and to finally get on a show and have it get picked up and have it be critically acclaimed was tremendously rewarding. I'd be lying if I said anything else. It felt really great, yeah.
Excellent. I guess given those disappointments you had leading up to that, did that make the disappointment when it got cancelled doubly?
No, it didn't actually. I think that in that time, one of the things, I'm in my mid to late 30s, I'll say.
Right.
And I think that, maybe if I was in my 20s, I'd have a tougher time with it, but you realize how fleeting all of it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't take it quite so seriously. And you just appreciate it. You learn to appreciate things in the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably the thing that comes with age.
Okay.
Kids. So for me, it was great while it lasted, and we had such a great time, and it was such a rewarding experience on so many levels, primarily financially. So, no, so that when it did end, I was okay with it. Yeah, it's a busy time. Yeah.
Are there any in particular that you're excited about?
Yeah, I got a movie opening up later this year called, well, of course, Hot Rod. I do some stuff in there, but I'm just friends with those guys, so I pop in and goof around in that. I made a movie called Brother Solomon, directed by Bob Odenkirk, and Will Forte from SNL wrote it. It's one of the funniest scripts I've ever read.
Oh, cool.
Truly, brilliantly hilarious.
Yeah.
And I just hope that we didn't mess it up too much.
Right.
But it's a funny movie. It's very different. A lot of really good, hard jokes in it. Which I like. I think there are a lot of movies these days that have the veneer of funny.
Right.
It's just a lot of talk around funny, but there's no actual joke to it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of that in America. It's a thing that's kind of taken off. It's very weird.
Yeah.
And there are, in this particular movie, this movie that Will wrote, there are a lot of really hard jokes, and that's what I loved about it.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that. And of course, I did the basketball movie Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell, and I think that's going to be really funny. And yeah, there's some good stuff, and we're about to go into production on a couple movies back to back that are going to be fun.
Cool.
And,
The Ambassador is one which is close to your heart, is it?
Well, The Ambassador is something that's very close to my heart because I've been involved in that right since the beginning, and we're in the middle of a rewrite right now for DreamWorks, and it's just exploring the uglier side of. It's like the ultimate ugly American in Europe, and we really poke. So we have fun at the expense of Americans and fun at the expense of Europeans, and it's a funny movie, and it's a big movie. It sort of starts like the Pink Panther and ends up like the Bourne Identity. Yeah, and it ends with a massive great chase through Paris, like really hardcore chase.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I don't realize that I'm getting chased.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I become too dumb to kill. Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a cool movie.